I'm so glad you're back for the next episode of 25 Things I Do to Grow My Blogging Business. This week, we're talking about support posts. So this is basically a continuation of the last lesson in this series where we were talking about silos of authority. So if you haven't watched that, go back and watch that one. But in this episode, we're going to dive deep into the idea of support posts. My name is Leslie Peterson, and I help bloggers grow their business consistently and with a plan. If this video is helpful to you, I hope you'll subscribe, and please don't forget to download my free blog post update checklist. The link is below. Okay, let's talk about support posts. So why do we care about support posts? Well, they are an integral part of your SEO strategy, and they really reinforce to Google and to your readers, your two most important audiences, that you are an authority on a topic, that you have the expertise needed to bring all the pertinent information to whomever is searching for that topic. So we talked about pillar posts, and that is the overarching post. That is the broad topic post on what your topic cluster is about. So in the last episode, I mentioned that if Chattanooga is my topic cluster, my pillar post, my overarching broad post might be things to do in Chattanooga. And the support posts are the posts that go really deep on that topic. So if I want to talk about the aquarium as being one of the things to do in Chattanooga, then an entire post about the aquarium would be a supporting post. If I want to say that the downtown area of Chattanooga is a really fun place, and there's a couple things in my things to do article that are there, then I might also want to create a supporting post that really deep dives into just that downtown area. So another example, let's say you have a gardening blog, and you create a pillar post on the 15 best low light plants for your home. And one of them includes, I'm at a loss here because I'm not a gardener. Let's say philodendron. I don't know if those are low light or not, but we'll go with that. Let's say philodendron is one of those. Then you might create a post just about philodendrons and what type of light they need. Even though it's low light, how low can the light go? Are there certain variations of a philodendron that do better in low light than others? Maybe the best kind of pots, the best kind of fertilizer, all of those sorts of things on the philodendron. That would be a supporting post to best low light plants. So you get the idea. The pillar post goes wide, the supporting posts go deep. Okay, so what is the role of the supporting posts? Well, by now, hopefully you can guess that. It's to give lots and lots of detail about the items that you just highlighted in the pillar post. It's also to reinforce your internal linking. So the really important thing that you want to take away from this topic about pillars and supporting posts is that you always want to link from the high pillar post down to the supporting post. Now, if you're writing your pillar post first and you're coming in with your supporting post later, it might be more natural to link from your supporting post to that post that's already written, that pillar post. And that's okay. It's absolutely okay to link bidirectionally. But you absolutely want to make sure that you go back into that pillar post and link down to the supporting post. And the other thing it does is just reinforce your authority on a topic. If I can come in and give you 50 different articles on, let's say, Atlanta, then that's going to showcase more expertise and more authority on Atlanta than if I came in and wrote 2 articles on Atlanta. Now, I might have 50 articles worth of content in my brain. I might know Atlanta better than the other person, or I might know low light houseplants better than the other person, but Google doesn't know that, and your readers don't know that. You have to demonstrate that by writing those supporting posts. Okay, so chances are, if you're a established blogger, that you probably have some of these pillar posts and supporting posts already on your site. Now, if you're a new blogger, I want you to go through this series and first identify your topic clusters, and then go and do the keyword research that we talked about in the last video for those pillar and support posts. then write your pillar post and write your supporting post. Start off on the right foot. But if you're an established blogger, then you might have a collection of topic clusters, some pillar post ideas, some supporting post ideas. I know, again, I'm in the travel space, so that's the world I know. This applies to all the niches. But in the travel space, a lot of people come in and do a things to do in article on a particular city, and they don't write any supporting posts. So they write one supporting post, things to do in, and here's the restaurants, and then I'm off to the next thing. And if you can take the time to audit your existing content and see where you have established topic clusters, where you have supporting posts that don't have a pillar, or where you have pillar posts where you don't have the right number of supporting posts, then that can help you to establish what your content plan should be over the next couple months. So hopefully you'll take a minute to do that. Now, there's other reasons to write additional supporting posts. Even if you have a pillar support construct and you're an established blog, you're already doing that, there's still another reason to write supporting posts, and that's to help reinforce your authority or your expertise on a given topic that maybe you're losing ranking on or you're seeing an increased competition for. So I'm going to give you an example of that. There is a city in the North Georgia mountains that I love, and I have a pillar post on it, and I have about 5 or 6 supporting posts on it. We were ranking really well, I think number 2 for this post for many, many years, that I noticed even with our update strategy plan, even with a considerable number of backlinks, we were falling in the ranking. So I think we fell to number 8 over a period of time. And I was looking for more backlinks. I have a lot of backlinks on that pillar post. So it's like, okay, what do I do now? So I regrouped on my topic cluster idea, and I identified some additional pillar posts that I could write. So I put together 11 additional pillar posts, and over a period of, I think, 2 months, we had myself and a team of writers put together 11 additional pillar posts. So almost like that, as soon as those posts went up, we moved from position 8 to position 3. So I didn't do anything different except write those additional supporting posts, and then link from that pillar post to those supporting posts, letting Google know, hey, we know a lot more about this topic than we were letting on. So that really helped. And now the actual tourism board is beating us, which is fine. And then the other person that's beating us actually has that destination named in their URL, and their entire blog is about that destination. So chances of me beating that are slim to none unless I want to write 100 or 150 more supporting posts. But I'm okay with that. I mean, moving from position 8 to position 3 on an article that's probably 10 years old is a great place for me. So the backlink strategy wasn't working. I kind of maxed out on those backlinks. I had several thousand backlinks on that particular post, actually. But adding additional support posts really moved the needle on a very, very competitive term. So if you're an established blogger who has a really strong pillar post support post strategy, then that's another reason why you might consider looking at supporting posts for content that already exists. It might help reinforce your authority and increase your rankings on that pillar post. So what do I do that made a difference? Well, when I'm writing the post, I use all the same strategies that I do on a support post that I do on a pillar post. So we make sure the title is really clear. We add meta descriptions. We add semantic terms. I use an FAQ schema structure. I make sure that all the headers are laid out clearly. We look at how many headers we should have based on the competition, how many photos we should have based on what the competition says, how long the article should be based on what the competition's doing. But I definitely always look for a target keyword. Now, it might be a really long tail keyword, with a lower monthly search volume than maybe I'm accustomed to writing for, and that's okay. As long as it's a term that I can rank on so that Google can actually see my content, that it's out there and that we have that authority, that it makes it worthwhile creating those posts. So I use all the same strategies that I would for a pillar post, but I might take a search volume that's a little bit lower than I usually look for. So I typically tend to stay above 1,500. I'm trying to look for 10,000 monthly search volume or 15,000 monthly search volume, but I'll go as low as 1,500 if I think I can get the ad revenue, affiliate revenue. There's products I can create around that. All of those things. I'll go as low as 1,500. Sometimes though, for support posts, I'll go as low as 750. I usually don't go much lower than that unless I'm trying to build a real solid base. Like with this particular destination, I went down to 500. But absolutely, I am absolutely looking at the keyword opportunities, making sure that even for these supporting posts, I'm meeting that supply-demand model that's out there. How many other posts are out there for that specific term? How many people are looking for that type of content? So I hope this helped you in understanding more about supporting posts, understanding how to build them, why to build them, and how you can use them even if you've got a good topic cluster or silo of authority cluster structure in place, but especially if you're building a new area of expertise on your site or you're just getting started, you definitely want to have the pillar post, support post strategy in mind before you put pen to paper.